For over 3 decades, Splash Mountain stood as one of Disney's most iconic attractions. A thrilling, yet charming log flume ride that blended technical innovation, a catchy soundtrack, and deep Disney history. But today, it's gone. Replaced by an attraction that's, well, let's just say polarizing. What happened? And more importantly, was Splash Mountain truly as special as fans remember? This is Turnstile Talk, and today we're diving deep, quite literally, into the rise, fall, and legacy of Splash Mountain. For the early 1980s, Disneyland needed a new major attraction for Bear Country, an area that, to be honest, wasn't exactly drawing massive crowds. Meanwhile, over at Imagineering, veteran Tony Baxter was dealing with another problem. What to do with all the animatronics from the soon-to-be-closed America Sings? The solution? A high-capacity, family-friendly thrill ride using those very figures. And so the idea for Zippity River Run was born. Yeah, a very original name. But then marketing stepped in. The ride needed a stronger hook, something to tie it into Disney's big blockbuster at the time, 1984's Splash, starring Tom Hanks and a mermaid. And just like that, Splash Mountain got its final name, even though it had absolutely nothing to do with the movie. Go figure. Splash Mountain wasn't just another log flume. It was a massive undertaking, pushing Disney's ride technology to new limits. Towering at 52 feet, it featured a final drop at a 45-degree angle, making it the tallest and steepest flume ride in the world when it opened. But there was more to it than just the drop. To make this ride a true Disney experience, Imagineers designed over 100 animatronic figures, intricate rock work, and a unique water system that kept the logs moving smoothly even in peak crowds. And all of this had to fit within the natural landscape of Disneyland's Bear Country, later rebranded to the so cutely named Critter Country. Fun fact, in early test runs, the logs were moving so fast that they were flying off the track. Imagineers had to tweak the water flow and log weight to make sure guests actually stayed on the ride. Now, Disneyland Splash Mountain officially opened on July 17th, 1989. The response? Instant classic. The ride masterfully combined a thrilling drop with a light-hearted, whimsical journey through the world of Song of the South. But there was a problem lurking beneath the surface. Even back in 1989, Song of the South was controversial. So controversial that Disney had already locked it away in the vault, refusing to release it on home video in the US. Yet, here was an entire ride based on its animated sequences, completely ignoring the live-action segments that made the film problematic. And for a while, nobody noticed. What made Splash Mountain stand out was its perfect balance of storytelling and thrill. Guests followed Brer Rabbit on his journey through the Laughing Place, encountering Brer Fox and Brer Bear along the way. Each scene built tension, leading up to that heart-pounding 50-foot drop. But what really cemented the ride's legacy? The music. This song alone made the ride feel like a celebration. It turned a moment of thrill into pure joy. And that's why fans connected with it so deeply. Now, for years, Disney dodged the Song of the South controversy by simply not talking about it. But by the 2010s, public pressure started mounting. Then came 2020. Disney announced that Splash Mountain would be rethemed to Tiana's Bayou adventure based on 2009's The Princess and the Frog. The decision was met with mixed reactions. While some fans welcomed a fresh, modern theme, others saw it as an unnecessary erasure of a classic attraction. But let's be honest, Disney didn't just do this for cultural reasons. This is one of the many classic attractions that had fallen to Disney's so-called IP overhaul, where senior leadership incessantly demanded unnecessarily injecting Disney IP into attractions. An initiative that, in my opinion, has catastrophically deteriorated the park experience. But that's a conversation for another time. So, does Tiana's Bayou Adventure live up to Splash Mountain? Honestly, it's hard to say it does. The pacing feels really disjointed, with short scenes featuring animatronics, some of which are already showing noticeable wear, separated by long stretches of, filler. Fireflies floating by and frogs spitting water might add atmosphere, but they don't create the same sense of discovery that Splash Mountain excelled at. That ride was packed with visual details at every turn, something that's noticeably lacking here. It also seems like the budget was front-loaded into the animatronics, but even those aren't holding up as well as expected. And while the new musical score is enjoyable, it lacks the universally catchy celebratory nature of Zippity Doo-Dah. But perhaps the biggest issue for me is the storytelling. The decision to move away from a direct retelling of The Princess and the Frog was a bold choice, and it definitely didn't pay off. From the moment I stepped into the queue, I was searching for narrative clarity, trying to piece together how the story was unfolding. But by the end of the ride, I was still left wondering, what exactly just happened? Now, will fans of Princess and the Frog enjoy this attraction? Possibly. But does it do justice to one of Disney's most unique and beloved modern films? That's where I think it falls short. So, what is the final verdict? Splash Mountain wasn't just another Disney ride. It was a technical masterpiece, a storytelling triumph, and really an unforgettable part of theme park history. It seamlessly blended thrill and narrative, creating an experience that felt grand, immersive, and timeless. The animatronics, the music, the build-up to that final drop, it all worked in perfect harmony to create something that resonated deeply with generations of park-goers. Its replacement, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, unfortunately doesn't capture that same magic. While it's visually appealing and features some great new animatronics, it lacks the cohesive storytelling, immersive world building, and high-energy pacing that made Splash Mountain a classic. Instead of feeling like a true evolution, it comes across as a watered-down reskin, a ride that might entertain the Princess and the Frog fans, but doesn't elevate itself beyond being a thematic overlay on a once great attraction. Worst of all, it's already showing signs of wear and tear, which is really a troubling sign for an attraction that hasn't even been open that long. Here's the thing. Splash Mountain's legacy isn't going anywhere. Disney may never officially acknowledge it, but fans will never forget what made this ride so special. Its impact will live on in old ride footage, in the memories of those who grew up with it, and in the countless conversations like this one. At the end of the day, whether you see Tiana's Bayou Adventure as a worthy successor or a disappointing downgrade, one thing is certain. Splash Mountain wasn't just an attraction. It was an experience. And experiences like that don't just disappear. But what do you think? Did Disney make the right call, or was Splash Mountain unfairly erased? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below, and if you love these deep dives, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.